Amsterdam Airport is one of the largest terminals in the world. There's a train station here, a bus station, and a big international airport as well as a shopping mall. And we expect everything to run on time. A lot of it is about time. When things come, when things go, when things are late. All of those definitions are part of a monochronic culture, a culture where we do one thing at a time. It's 5 o'clock in the morning in Amsterdam, and already you can see people lining up, coming to the train station. Be on time. And we want fast food, food that feeds us, so we can be on time, even if it's not all that healthy. So if you're a student, you know exactly what I mean by a monochronic society, because a traditional student lives and dies by the clock. You show up for class at 9 o'clock, and from 9 o'clock to 9:50, the time isn't yours, it belongs to the professor. And if you're sitting in the back of the room doing ESPN on your computer and not really paying attention, you're not really giving the professor the time and the attention they deserve. That's a very monochronic perspective where you do one thing at a time. You do your learning at one time and your play at another time. In a polychronic society, you combine those two. Play and work might merge together. Now I'm here in Edinburgh, Scotland, on this quiet little road in a nice little guest house. But my world is about ready to change because I'm going to a conference. You gotta see this program for the conference because it's so monochronic. Look at this thing. I mean, you've got this track, and you've got this track, and they're all color coded, and this one, and you show up, it tells you to show up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll have breakfast. It goes down, and every minute is scheduled until even late into the evening with all of these different sessions. It's a real busy time, but in order to get people to come to a conference like this, you have to persuade them that you're going to use their time wisely. And in order to do that, you have to put one thing in another, and show them all of the things they will be doing in a conference. But the funny thing about it is that the real value of a conference like this is not necessarily what happens in the scheduled events, but it's in what happens in the cafes and in the tables and in the halls around the conference, where you run into somebody you know, or you meet somebody you didn't know, and you form a relationship and you form an alliance, and then you start to do interesting things together. That's the real value of a conference like this. And so even though it's sold like something that's really, really monochronic, it's really the polychronic that adds value. So what does that mean for leadership? What does that mean for a manager or a leader? In a small team or in a large team, you're going to have people who are both monochronic and polychronic. And we tend to think, we meaning people from my culture, from the American culture, from the Western European culture, we tend to think that if we impose our monochronic view of the world on people who are polychronic, they'll be more organized and more efficient. And that's not always true. In fact, you'll lose some of your greatest creativity, some of your best opportunities, if you push out all of the polychronic things and you over-organize and you over-structure in a monochronic way. And so what this means for a leader in this world is that you have to support both the polychronic and the monochronic part of your leadership team. You have to listen to the people who just want to create a space and see what happens. But you also need to add some structure for other people and use time wisely and schedule things and track things. You really need both.